my friends think I'm moody, but I think I'm just fine. I could be pissed, but I'll act like I'm not. I really remember when I say I forgot. No matter how hard I try to run away from love at the end of the night.
Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I had to insert this video into my other videos because I don't know why I didn't do it. I didn't show y'all how I was acting before I even taught the lesson at church, y'all. I was so freaking, y'all, first of all, don't mind my hair. I was so freaking nervous, y'all. I hate standing in front of people talking because I'm nervous. I'm a nervous person, so yeah. Y'all watch me get into it.
So today I'll be talking about prolonging your destiny. Does anybody want to tell me their own definition of destiny?
Is it a place where you a place where you are trying to get to reach?
Okay. The definition I have is a predetermined future, and I really want to emphasize on predetermined because if it's predetermined, it can't be changed. It can be altered, but it can't be changed.
All right. Glory to God.
Before we would thought about God handpicked our own unique destiny, let's turn to Jeremiah 1, verse 5. Before I shaped you in the womb, I knew all about you. Before you saw the light of day, I had holy plans for you. A prophet to the nation, that's what I had in mind for you. He's basically confirming, God is basically confirming that he already knew our destiny before we was even thought about. So we can compare our process of destiny to a GPS because we use it every day. In a GPS, you insert your unfamiliar address because you haven't been there before. The GPS will pull up 3 different routes. The one that it prefers is the bold and highlighted one. You can choose which one you want to take, but the one it prefers is the one that's the boldest. So you can miss a turn, you can go the way you feel like it's best for you, but you only make it harder for yourself. It chooses that specific route because you can bump into things that's unnecessary, making it more difficult for yourself. Just like God gives us choices, the GPS do too. So if God predetermined our destiny, then he knows what's best for us. So he knows what route to put us on so we won't run into any mishaps.
Sister Katrina. So in other words, you're saying that God already got it set for us, but it's up to the individual whether they try to alter it or not, right?
Yes. But at the end of the day, your destination is your destination. God put us on specific routes for specific reasons. Oh, go ahead.
You got to live around.
And it's like the GPS. God will try to give you the easiest route. But if you say, oh, I want to do this, it's still going to put you back on track, but you might bump into an accident, you might bump into anything that's going to set you back.
Yeah. And God chose that route because he have to mold us and make us stronger for what's coming because he the only one that knows, just like the GPS. The GPS will show you traffic, but it's up to you whether you want to go into that traffic. Adding things to your journey will wear you out. It'll stress you out. It'll put you in predicaments where you want to give up. When you really can't give up because your destination is your destination. Whether you want to make it harder for yourself or not.
right. You might not only come into some bumps and bruises and all of that, but you also prolong your time. Because when you do this, you got a certain time that you're gonna be there. But when you decide, no, I'm gonna go this way and I'm gonna do this, you really start holding up stuff.
Yeah.
And God might want you to be in this place at 6:59, but because you decide to go this way and do this and make this decision and keep twisting and turning, you might not get there to 9, 10, 12 o'clock.
Yeah. And also it'll push your bounds back. So there's longer time. You still gonna get there, but it's gonna take forever to get there. It might say it's a minute earlier, but you might just miss your blessing because you was a minute earlier.
Amen.
So I have a question. Why would you make the decision to prolong your destiny? Would you do it on purpose or would you mistakenly do it? Because we know the word.
I think a lot of times when God show us, where He want to take us and what we want to do, I think a lot of times it be doubt and fear, and not thinking that it's gonna be this easy or it's gonna actually happen. I think it be doubt and disbelief. That's why we make our own decisions to go this way and go that way, and then fear too.
Yeah.
Because we might be scared of what our destiny holds.
I think too is a lot of times we like to think that we know more than God.
Yeah.
So when God be like, go this way and do this, we be like, nah, like I feel like if I do this right here, it might be a little bit better. So a lot of times we feel like we know a little bit more than what God is showing us, and that sets us back even more.
Yeah, and the mishaps is the devil's work because he don't want you to get to your destiny. He wants you to go ahead and send yourself on a whole different route when you already know that your destination is your destination. We always want to feel like, what's best for us. We always trying to understand something that shouldn't be understood. You know something?
If God is leading us through our path of destiny, He has given us everything that we need because He's placed potential in us to get to that place of destiny. And that's why we gotta trust Him. And a lot of times we don't understand what we even possess when we already possess what we need to get to that place of destiny. But like you said, we allow the enemy to come in and bring doubt and fear. But we have already been equipped to get to our place of destiny. That potential lies within us. And I've said it many times. We only use 10% of our potential when there's a whole 90% of us that we have not even tapped into that God has placed in us. And that's why, He knows that we can get to that predetermined, that place that He has already determined for us, who we should be, what we shall accomplish. He's already placed it in us. And we've got to learn how to tap into that untapped potential and allow it to come forth in our lives on our road to destiny.
It's two things. One thing you said, we're trying to understand things that we shouldn't even try to understand. And a lot of people can't perceive that. We talk about understanding God. There are just some things in your life, you can't figure it out. You have to trust God because it is a faith walk and you can't explain it. You just have to go the way God is telling you to go. So there are things in our life that we're not going to have an explanation of why we're going that way or why God wants us to go that way. So it's a trust. It's a trust in God and it's a faith walk. And another thing I wanted to say is OnStar is in Apostles' car. And OnStar tell you, when you decide to get back on the route that I've chosen, then you press this button. Because when you take a detour, you've gotten off track, you're going another way, and it'll keep asking you, are you ready to, do you need updated directions? Do you want to get back on track? Do you want to go the way I'm telling you to go? Do you want to go to that place that you put in, that destination that you put in? And then if you keep saying, you keep going the route you'll go, it'll just shut down. When you need updated directions, then press the button. So it's like a lot of times we're going, and never stop and say, God, am I going the right way? Or do I need more? Update me. Update my life. Get me back on track. Because I know I've made a couple of detours.
That's good.
We will let you finish.
I know. Finish, girl, that's so good.
It's good.
And with that too, it's like at some point you're gonna have to just buckle down, humble yourself, and say, "All right, God, lead me where you want me to go." Because say, like we did 2 cross country trips, so we drove from the East Coast to the West Coast using the GPS. Had we stopped in the middle in Texas somewhere, we don't know anything about Texas, but because the trip is taking so long, we just gonna stop and stop here and stay. Okay, after a while, we're gonna get sick and tired of Texas because number 1, it's an unfamiliar place, and then 2, we have no purpose for being there. So if you're just walking around a place with no purpose, after a while, you're gonna have to come to the position and ask God, okay, go ahead and get me on track to where you want me to be, because my destiny is my place of purpose. You can only survive in a place where you have no purpose for only so long.
That's good.
And going to unfamiliar places can be very uncomfortable because when I used to drive in Georgia, like so much traffic and so much, it just tear my nerves up. So it's really uncomfortable. And another thing is, why we trust the GPS but we can't trust God?
All right now. Wow. Glory to God.
Because GPS is just technology,
That's right.
but God created us, which made technology what it is.
Work on that.
And technology is man-made.
Exactly.
So with technology being man-made, that idea had to come from somewhere else. Everything that is
So now you got to go through all these back roads just to get to your main route when you shouldn't even turn it off in the first place. And sometimes it's a mistake, but other times you meaningfully did it.
So, and this is so good. I'm telling you, this is good. Like you were saying, have anybody ever got off a course? You know, a lot of times in spiritual walk as well as natural, a lot of times, like if you get off a course in the natural, it means you're impatient. You don't have no patience. And the same thing in the spiritual walk. Sometimes God will put things there, have you on course, but there'll be a hole up there. So you can gain patience. You know, if you sit there, if you wait long enough, stay on course, the course that God said stay on, and gain patience, you will see, then you'll begin to see things open up for you. But a lot of times we get impatient because it ain't open up right away, or when we think it should open up, you know. So, you know, and that allow us to grow in our patience, in the area of patience, having patience on the things that God got set for us.
And sometimes we don't move when God tells us to. So now we got to speed. You running into things or almost running into things when you could have just went when he said go. And it could have been more easier.
When I first started driving trucks, you know, they got two GPSs. There's one made for cars, then I got another GPS made specifically for trucks. And why they got that? Because a lot of places a truck can't go that a car can go. See, and when I first started doing, I was using my GPS on my phone for a car. And I'm telling you, I'm right now.
Wow.
That GPS, it take me to bridges that's 12 feet, and my truck about 14 feet. It take me down little bitty roads where a truck ain't supposed to go to, all because I won't follow the right instructions.
That's right.
They go the same way with us.
the alternate route look so good. You almost about to kill yourself because he said you're gonna get there 5 minutes early. But he didn't tell you about the traffic. He didn't tell you about the police that was sitting on the other side while you're speeding. He didn't tell you about any of that on that route.
That's right.
He can put you on curvy roads that have nothing but trees around it. Now you in a ditch somewhere, looking crazy. When God just told you to go a certain way, and you trying to make it easier for yourself, when He told you to go a certain way so you can bump into certain things. Because you're going to bump into them certain things either way, but you're going to add more stuff trying to go a different way. Your destiny is your destiny. And it's not made for anybody else. It's just made for yourself. So if God knows everything and He will not lie to you, why not trust Him? Because you put your trust into people before you put your trust into God.
That's right.
And He will tell you. That's why you'll be uncomfortable in a lot of situations, because you know you're wrong. So why cut yourself short trying to go a different way when you could have went the right way? Because you're going to touch your destiny going the wrong way, but you're not going to touch it as much as touching it on the main course. So that's all I have.
So, wait.
Oh.
Wait, you're moving too fast. You're speeding now. You're speeding. Slow down. That's good what you said, and I thought about what you said about, when you get off course, it causes you to wear yourself out, and that's so true, because it's extra work that you got to do when you get off of course, where it's already being made perfect in God's eyesight, the way God said do it. But because we are human, I say because we human, and we like Sister Najee said, think that we know a little better route than God got for us. It causes us to put in more energy and time wasted that we really don't have. So that's why we get wore out, and wore down, by the time you do get where you're going, you're too tired to do anything. You're too tired to even pray. You're too tired to even give God thanks for getting you there safely, even though you was off of course. You're just too tired. You don't wore yourself out. So, yeah, it's best to stay on the course that God got set for you. And the main thing is, if you don't know your course, ask Him. Because He's the only one that can tell you exactly what course you need to be on. He can speak through the prophet and apostle and other folks that tell you, but you need to ask for yourself. You need to get direction, specific direction for yourself when it's concerning the things of God. A lot of times we won't ask. We just go by, okay, well, they say go, we're going this way, we're going that. See, it's just like when we got ready to move to Georgia, I heard God just like everybody else did, But then the enemy wanted to say, well, man, look, you got 13 years on your job, you need to wait a while, it'll be all right. Georgia will be there when you get there. The enemy started playing, started talking. But then the Holy Spirit said, what did I say? What did I say? So I had to listen. And so then my spirit got excited because I know the voice of God, and I know what He told me. So then I was like, oh, no, everybody talking, hey, man, go. I said, no, y'all can do what you want to do. I got to be in Georgia at a specific time. I said, and I told my wife, I said, if I don't make it, by the time He set forth, then I ain't going. Because I always remember what Apostle Mint always said, it's a bad thing to be in a place where God already moved and gone. So I said no, and God worked it by me getting back on course, getting my mind back in track. Cause that's where you get off course at, in that mind. Getting my mind back in track, saying, Georgia, Georgia, Georgia. So when I got back in track, God opened the door and set us in the house and everything. So then that's when I went, told the people, look, this is my last day, I'm gone. And I ain't been back since, but I look at the blessings that God have created for me since I've been here, because I stayed on course. Now I didn't say I ain't wavered since I've been here a little bit, because I think we all have. But you got to keep your mind set, focused on the purpose of being here, what God said when we got here. You got to keep your mind set. Yeah, that's the main part. You got to work on your mind.
Yeah. And a lot of times we won't ask God because we don't want to know what he got to say.
That's so true.
We're so afraid to go behind him because you have to go on faith. And you can't see faith. But you can see, other paths, but you're really blinded because the devil is operating the other paths.
That's right.
And sometimes too, God will even send like a person to kind of be like, you sure you want to go that way? Sometimes if you're driving, you might have a passenger be like, you sure you trying to do this? And I'm fine, I know what I'm doing, I'm good. When we were in Jamaica, there were these ladies, right? And they were going in the lobby, and it was only one flight of stairs or whatever. So instead of taking a one flight of stairs, this group of ladies decided to get on the elevator, right? And there was a man that came by. And looked at us, the ladies, and was like, y'all sure y'all want to do that, right? And so instead of, kind of heeding to that, the little person that God sent by, they went ahead and got on the elevator because they decided, well, this will get us down there. Probably not even faster because, again, it was only one flight of steps, but it will be less effort on our part. It will be easier, on their part.
Yeah,
And so they got on the elevator, and instead of getting down to their destination in a couple of seconds, like a normal elevator ride, they ended up stuck on the elevator for about 15 to 20 minutes because it couldn't hold the capacity of the people that were up there. And so instead of just listening to that heeding the little sign, the little warning sign, try to take the easy route, and you end up going through all this unnecessary trauma, prolonging the time that, just by a long time, that the trip should have taken. And then when you finally get out, you got to pray for God to get you out of the situation. Really praying and just, going through all this unnecessary stuff, and then by the time you get out, you don't even want to enjoy the stuff that the ladies ain't even want to, really enjoy the stuff that they were planning to go enjoy when they got to their destination because of all this unnecessary stuff. Had they heeded the warning, they could have avoided.
Wow.
We pray for those group of ladies that they've learned something from their experience that they experienced. But I want to go back to something that Mentis said. And he said the route he was trying to go wasn't able to hold him, or wasn't able to allow him to travel that route because of the size of his. So sometimes your purpose, who you are, and your purpose that's on your life will not allow you to travel in certain places and certain areas because you just don't fit. You don't fit in, you can't go that route. That route is not going to be able to hold who you are. And like you said before, if there are certain things that God wants you to experience on this journey, there's experiences that you have to have in traveling with God and doing some things because he's molding you, he's shaping you, he's training you, he's causing you to learn, he's giving you wisdom, he's giving you knowledge. So trying to go another route or a route that is not created for you because you know somebody's traveled that route, or maybe you've traveled that route before, you're trying to go back down the same road because you're already familiar with it. And now you don't fit anymore. You don't fit down that road, you can't go. It won't hold you anymore. So So you have to hear God, and you have to go the route that he has for you, because you're going to end up stuck or have to keep turning around, because that journey, that road you're trying to go down will no longer hold you. You can't even fit down that road anymore. So you're going to have to keep turning around, trying to get back on a path that's wide enough or able to hold you in the capacity that God has you in.
And definitely don't let fear of the unknown keep you from being obedient to God and following his path. And like I said, it's stuff that you bump when on that road that God said go down. Yeah, it's stuff that you bump into, it's people that you connect with, but it's all ordained by God. And fear can really keep you from connecting with those people. It made me think about when we first moved here, and it was spoken, God spoke and said that he was going to progress me really fast with the hair. And it was a night I didn't post or nothing, and it was one particular night the Lord told me to post a certain picture at a certain time. And when I did that, a man that's really well known in the hair industry was messaging me, wanting me to be in the show with the Bonner Brothers stuff, and wanting me to do this. And then it was people that wanted me to do hair for a photo shoot, but I was scared. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I wasn't qualified enough. I felt like I was gonna be looking crazy. But I know that was God. I know that was God, because God told me to post a certain thing at a certain time. I was obedient with that, but then when he wanted to connect me with people and things that was gonna shoot my business to another, because I noticed what it was, I got scared. So I had to go another route. And it prolongs. I know it did. It prolongs some stuff. Because where I'm at now, I know I'm supposed to be further along, put it like that. Had I listened and not let fear and just scared of the unknown, I know I would have been further along. But I know I am going to reach my destiny, but I could have got there quicker.
Yeah. Another thing, the devil will encourage you to go another way. Then when you're in a predicament where you're stressed out and everything, he's not gonna be there for you. Now you gotta go back to God. Now you're mad with God because you're impatient with him, but you didn't move when he told you to move, so it's really your fault.
Right.
And now you feel like God not listening to you. But now he's gonna move on his time because he asked you to move and you didn't want to. Or you allowed yourself to get too scared.
And that fear causes us to miss opportunities, because on our road to destiny, God has all these different opportunities down the road on your way to destiny. And the enemy comes with that fear to cause you to miss your opportunities. So we experience a lot of missed opportunities.
Amen.
And if you're following the orders of God, nobody can touch you.
Exactly.
So what you scared of? Okay.
I want to go back to when you was talking about why we put trust in GPS but don't trust God. Because when we lost, the first thing we're gonna do is pick up the phone and try to find the route to get to where we're going. But if we lost in life, we'll try to figure it out ourselves before asking God, when we know that He gonna have the answer already there.
Amen.
And this is the GPS right here. This right here is the GPS.
And sometimes we are too prideful because when we mess up, we don't want nobody to know we messed up because we don't want nobody to judge us. But if you would have took the way God told you to take, somebody judging you shouldn't bother you.
So you know you're on the right course.
Yeah,
And even getting back on track, somebody judging you shouldn't bother you.
yeah,
When you know you get back on track with God, it's whatever.
right.
You know, I've been struggling. I don't care what you say now. And I'm getting ready to get back on track with God. I'm getting ready to move forward. Say what you want to say. I done been over there.
Yeah.
I ain't been over there. I'm not going to be prideful and stay over here because I think you got something to say. No, you go over there. I'm going with God. You keep watching me and watch me get back on track. You know, you can't let pride hold us should have this, or I should be that, now I'm looking like this. I don't care how I'm looking. If I done went left and I'm wrong, and God said, okay, come on, let's get back over there, y'all all watch me walk across, yep, I was wrong, watch me walk all back over here and get back in place. Because I need that peace, I need that joy, I need that direction for my life. And I'm watching you, because you looking at me, ain't gonna stop me from getting back on course. I know my destiny. Like you said, I know my destiny. So it's crazy for me to stay over here because I'm too prideful to walk across and y'all see me walk back to my right place. No, keep watching me. You saw my mistake, now watch me walk where I'm getting ready to walk. If you want to just watch me, I'm gonna show you how to do it.
And God was saying people, the devil was saying people that'll judge you when you're trying to get back on your right path. Now you scared, now you still stuck in the same place. But who's really on your side?
That's good.
Anybody else got a question?